Right now, I'm gonna go do my first performance modification of this car, which will be BMS intake. I also have a BMS JB4, but the board, I guess, was bad. So like when I installed it in the car, it wouldn't run right and stuff. So Terry from BMS sent me a new one, and that should be here Monday. Today's Friday. For now, I'm just gonna throw these intakes on because I've had them since before I've had this car and want to see if there's any performance gains. We only have an 8th mile drag strip in Northern Michigan, so that's pretty much all I've been looking at, because if I actually drag race this car, it'll probably only ever be at the 8th mile drag strip close to us. 8th mile, this car does like 80 or 90 miles an hour, quarter mile like 100 and something. Are not a lot of roads that I'm comfortable doing that on. Like, it's all 2-lane roads and stuff around here. So 0 to 80, there's like almost a parking lot that I can do it in that's safe and whatever. So that's what I do. I go do a quick run on Dragy. So this will be totally stock, just with H&R springs, and it has snow tires on it. So maybe the snow tires will help with the wetness. I'll show you the Dragy run, put on the intake, and then I'll do another Dragy run after to see what happens. That's kind of a cool idea, right? So I'm in my spot. As you can see, it's not optimum conditions. Number one, it is a slope up, and it's obviously very wet. That kind of sucks, but it should be the same conditions for when I do a rip with the intakes on. So it should be a good baseline, and yeah, I guess we'll find out in a second. That was horrible. That was like almost a full second slower than normal. Two things, I couldn't get it to boost very well off the line. Like, sometimes I've noticed, like, if the traction control is on, you can get it to go into boost for like a second and then launch at that, but I couldn't get it to do it today, whatever. And it was wet, so the car slipped. Like, I could actually feel it slide a little bit, so yeah. I'm too lazy to move that car out, so I'm just gonna do it in here with the door like half open. I might kick on the heater, but I don't know. The install for this looks really easy. I think pretty much I just have to take off this thing. David, I'm using your car as a table, sorry. Take off this thing. Take off that thing. BMS intakes are installed. I just unhooked the battery. I should have done it before I started, but I forgot. So I guess if you don't unhook the battery and then rehook it up before you start the car, you'll get a check engine light for a couple days or something, but super easy install. Now that these are on, mark it where I need to trim, like this or whatever. And then I'm gonna sticker bomb this red part with like any of the people that have parts on the car or have done work. So like Epicenter Graphics, Jay's Garage, H&R Springs, Motorworks Spacers, like any sticker that I've got from the car, I'm gonna put on there. And then I haven't found a carbon fiber one of these online. If I was a carbon fiber person, I would totally make a real carbon fiber engine cover modified for the intakes, whatever. I'm gonna do that, and then I think I'm gonna wrap this in carbon fiber vinyl just so it looks cooler. When you cut it, this mold line, you like cut it on the mold line, and I just think it looks weird, so I feel like that'll make it look a lot better. That's way louder than it used to be. I don't know if you'll hear it with the hood shut, but that's pretty sweet. Here's what the car looks like now that it's settled. So you can see like just right, and then this one. So like if you look really close, you can see where it rubs. Sorry, Carmen. In the grand scheme of things, totally okay with the rubbing because it looks so good otherwise. I don't think that this is gonna be at all scientific. Like, the first run was not good. In the 12-foot drive from there to here, the car is definitely louder. Like, it sounds blow-off valvey, which is cool, and it definitely feels more torquey, so I don't know. All right, so same setup. I'm just gonna hold the brake down, hold the gas, and then launch. Traction control is on, so everything literally should be the exact same. It's only like a half-hour difference between when I started, or when I did the last pass and now, so let's see what happens. Oh, it definitely boosts. Look at that. It'll hold boost at the line now. Oh gosh, this is gonna be way faster.
30. 60.
The Dragy time is slower, but I think that that's obviously because the tires were spinning because it's wet out. I think in good conditions, like, this is probably gonna open up quite a bit. God, I love the sound too. It's so much louder. Listen. I don't know if you can hear it or not. It's like